Okay, there we go. I was just trying to turn on my microphone. Now I got it connected. Okay, so we are chilling right now. I'm working. I'm still working. I just did a little video not long ago. I'm decided to connect just a little early today. Just a little early. I be connecting when it's slow because I'm an interpreter, remote interpreter, Spanish interpreter. So now I'm just connecting to my live, working on this right now since it's slow. It's slow right now, so it's always kind of slow though, to be honest. Like it's times where it kind of pop off. It'd be like, But I was just talking about in that video I just did. I was just talking about thank y'all first of all. I want to say thank y'all for the 4,147 subscribers. So we heading towards 5,000. We almost there. Sometimes I just feel like I want to stop counting because it's just like y'all coming in so quick. I'm getting so many different subscribers. And my goal is to definitely work for myself. I am doing it right now. I mean, it's not monetized, which is okay with me now. Because this has always been a passion. I've always did this as a passion, but of course, I would love my own business, which I do have my own business. I'm just trying to grow it, trying to get people that want to learn basic Spanish, intermediate Spanish, advanced Spanish. I've been living in Mexico almost 6 years, to be 6 years in March next year. So I'm just keep going. I'm just blindly doing these lives. I'm not even really. Yeah, hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Good morning. We got one person. Thank you for being here. You ready to get started? I'm just talking about a few things I'm working on. I'm talking about my company. That's what I'm talking about now. It's just my goals. So we trying to get it popping up in here. Trying to get some people up in here. I know I can do it though because the crazy thing about it is that like I'm not gonna mention like names of certain people that I've seen like that that do like they online social media what you call it, online social media influencers. Like there's a lot of influencers that like a lot of times I thought that what, I gotta be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have enough talent or I can't do it. It's been a lot of times I thought like that. But in reality, people just love you for who you are. That's the only thing. You can't get no realer than that. People love you for who you are. So it's all I needed to be, which I always have been. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I noticed it because I be noticing like I speak three languages, right? So I speak Spanish. Is my that's the first language I learned after English because English is my first language. That's my native language. And then after Spanish, I learned French. I think my Spanish is better than my French, definitely because I'm in Mexico living here. And I just have had more exposure, natural exposure to Spanish. But French, I have worked on it for years and I definitely have a solid foundation. But what I have noticed is that you got a lot of influencers that don't speak other languages. You know what I mean? Like they only speak one language, English, Spanish, or whatever. And I can see that they got like a nice crowd of people, like a nice amount of followers that really support them. So I'm saying to myself, I beat myself up a lot saying that, you know what, like, come on now. I felt like sort of kind of bad because I'm like, I speak all these languages and got this talent. I'm like, why I don't have like, that many followers like they get. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for my followers I got. I'm thankful for my life. But I always would kind of just sort of like beat myself up and say, like, okay, why you don't have as many followers as them, but you speak languages, you dance, you do all this. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, is people just don't value that somebody speak different languages no more? So that's what I would think. I would think that, but when I look at it now, people just value more for just being you. That's it, no matter what it is. On this social media platform, you just being you is all you need. That's what I noticed. Being you is all you need. And it's still being me. Like I said, I love my language, I love my thing. And then at first I was thinking like, well, I'm doing too much. I'm doing all this Spanish and doing all this. But to be honest though, I feel more like, okay, in English, because it's my native language, of course I feel like I can sort of give people more of an authentic version of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking my native language. And that kind of ties to the culture in a lot of ways. Um, but at the same time, I think that it just depends on, from what I see, the way this thing moves is it just depends on your pool. You know what I'm saying? Your pool. Like I don't think it's really how could I say this? I feel like if you there, you there. If you're not, you're not. You always building on something. And I feel like on this social media type thing, people trying to build a business and build their brands. A lot of people doing it. I feel like you either there or you just not there. You know what I'm saying? It's really no, to me, real gray area because I be seeing people post videos. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not educational, it's not whatever. And you like, dang, they got like 1 million views, or they got like, so that let me know, okay, from me seeing it, it's really based on just being you and just having it pull. Like to me, once you blow up, you blow up. It's just no question. Once you blow up, you can post anything. You could post you looking out the window saying hey to somebody, and you got right. So I just feel like I'm not at that capacity yet, but I'm getting there, and it's like a slow build. This how I feel, like a snail pace. Like I'm going at a snail pace, but I can still see slowly but surely. If I compare myself to, let's go back maybe years ago, I wasn't at the same pace. So I just think it's really more about either there or you not. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of famous people that post stuff and you like, okay, well, how's this helping the society or how's this education? I mean, sometimes I think people don't care about that, okay? I'm not saying people don't care at all, but I'm just saying that it's like I think I beat myself up a lot. That's what I'm saying. You really have to me get out there outside of social media. Like I just went to Oaxaca, right? Went to my sunte. It's a part of Oaxaca, Huatulco. And, there I was able to, see the people on the beach and, kind of sort of conversate, engage with people there. And I definitely think when you have a brand and you building something, oh, bless me, you have to be consistent even if you're not right. So I just think social media limiting. Social media is very, very limiting. Right? Like I just noticed me doing these lives is random. It's very random that I get people to watch me. You know what I'm saying? So I question myself, okay, by it being that way, is this stun my growth? Or is it still really helping me? That's what I wonder. Or is it something that stun my growth? A lot of times in my mind, I feel like, okay, if I say this, if I do this, I might mess up, right? I think I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to get there. You know what? I don't really necessarily think that because see, I'm gonna say this. This is gonna really hit it. This is gonna hit it real good. I don't think social media ever is designed to be really a business or designed to be something to support you financially. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's designed for that. But I think it's sort of like the jackpot, like a possibility that at some point, because like I say, I want to grow my business to be honest. So I have to rely on social media, right? I mean, I really have not much other this social media to rely on, right? And I try dancing. I love to dance. I love languages. So I question myself, okay, if I'm doing all of this, like my lives, I'm consistent and stuff like this, is this really still leading me to a point where I will eventually have clients, where I will eventually have that, or is there another route to where I could sort of have more of a how can I say it? Like, is there another route to where things will move faster? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a lot of times I think about the quality. You know what I'm saying? Because you also have to think about you want somebody that genuinely supports you. You don't just want people just not really right. You know what I'm saying? So it's trying to figure this thing out because I'm like, okay, social media. I'm still working over here, y'all. I'm still kind of working. I'm still doing it. I'm still working. I work from home. So, but I'm just figuring it out. I think that cause see, I'm doing social media and I'm like, I can tell people like my dancing more. No question. That's just hands down. And I definitely see a lot of community like comments and likes and stuff. People definitely like that. People sort of kind of like the languages too, but that's pretty much the foundation of my business. Languages and me dancing. That's it. At first I was telling myself, you know what, maybe it's too much, but not really a lot. I mean, you know, and I think being yourself can never be really too much. So I'm doing my dancing, I'm doing my languages, and I'm sharing my real story with people. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I don't think it's too much. It's kind of hard to figure this thing out. So like I said, I think it's more of a random type thing. It's not really something where you could really plan. I think it's more so just keep going, keep doing you. And I just think if you get to the point where you have 100 people watching you or 200 people watching you, I mean, it's history. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more like that. I don't think it's more of something that's predictable. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the frustrating part about me doing social media, about me, doing dance videos, me doing lives. I think it's just so unpredictable and that's sort of like the stressful part about it. Like even when it comes to posting videos, even when it comes to everything, I just think it's so unpredictable that I mean you can't do nothing but just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's unpredictable. That's the word that I'm looking for. When you're doing social media, you're doing content, you starting your business, everything is very unpredictable. But the more you build momentum, I think the less unpredictable it will be. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like if you started a business, you know what I'm saying? I mean, eventually if you keep going, it's gonna work out. I gotta go, y'all.